On my 27th birthday, the room smelled like money. Crystal glasses, perfume, laughter that didn't belong to me. My grandfather lifted his champagne and smiled. How do you spend your $3,400,000 trust fund, Evelyn? The world tilted. I blinked once, twice. What trust fund? The fork stopped clinking. My mother's hand froze mid-gesture. My father's throat moved like he'd swallowed a stone. Then Grandpa turned calm as ever. Where did the money go? His questions split the air open. Hook one. But what if one simple question exposed years of family lies and stolen dreams? And in that silence, under chandeliers and fake smiles, I realized this dinner wasn't a celebration. It was an execution. My name is Evelyn Hart. And until that night, I thought I'd understood my family. I grew up believing success was measured in silence. Smile at the table. Don't ask too many questions. And never talk about money. I lived in San Francisco now, far from their marble floors and polished cars, working as a freelance designer out of a small apartment in the Mission District. The walls peeled, the pipes hissed, but it was mine. I'd spend nights sketching logos while the city hummed outside, coffee cooling beside overdue bills. My parents, James and Victoria, lived 20 minutes away in Marin County. For bedrooms, a pool, a Tesla for each. We talked, but never about real things. Calls began with how's work and ended before I could answer. The last time they'd surprised me was at my college graduation. I'd walked the stage holding $70,000 in student loans and a diploma I'd earned alone. They hugged me, handed me a wrapped box, and said, "We're so proud." Inside was a hardcover book, Financial Literacy for Young Adults. I smiled for the photos. That night, I cried over the sink, realizing they hadn't planned to help. Still, I kept my head down. I paid rent, skipped dinners, took every freelance job I could find. When friends posted vacation photos, I laughed it off. One day I'd make enough to breathe. A week before my 27th birthday, my boss called me into his glass office. His face said everything before he spoke. "I'm sorry, Evelyn. We're downsizing." I boxed up my things, took the bus home, and sat on my couch with Madison, my roommate, my anchor, my only constant for 2 years. "Your parents will help, right?" she asked. I laughed bitter and hollow. "They'll probably suggest a budgeting app." That night, I called anyway. "Mom, I lost my job." "Oh, that's too bad, honey," she said, her keyboard clicking in the background. "But you'll figure it out. You always do." "I'm behind on rent, Mom. I don't know how." "Well, maybe this will teach you to save better. Anyway, we're making reservations for your birthday dinner. Atelier Cren, 7:30. Don't be late." "Mom, that place is $300 a plate." She laughed. "Don't be cheap, Evelyn. It's your birthday. Dress nicely." The line went dead before I could say goodbye. I stared at the phone. Madison hugged me. "We'll figure it out." But I knew we wouldn't. Not without help they wouldn't give. The dinner was at Atelier Cren, a place where plates looked like art and cost like rent. I wore my only black dress, the one I'd bought secondhand. Grandpa was there, his suit sharp, his eyes sharper. He hugged me first. "Happy birthday, kiddo." The table was long, candles flickering. My parents sat at one end, smiling for the room. Grandpa raised his glass. "To Evelyn. 27 years young. How do you spend your $3,400,000 trust fund?" I froze. "What trust fund?" The room went quiet. My mother's glass slipped, wine spilling like blood. My father's face went white. Grandpa leaned back. "The one I set up for you at birth. Accessible at 27. Where did the money go?" My parents exchanged looks. I felt sick. "There must be a mistake," my mother said. Grandpa shook his head. "No mistake. I checked the accounts this morning. Empty. Transferred out over years." My father cleared his throat. "We invested it. For her future." Grandpa's eyes narrowed. "Invested? In your Malibu house? Your Teslas? Your country club fees?" I couldn't breathe. "You stole from me?" My mother's voice shook. "We were managing it." Grandpa stood. "You were spending it. On yourselves." He looked at me. "Evelyn, it's yours. All of it." "I'll make sure." The dinner ended in chaos. Guests whispering. My parents leaving early. Grandpa drove me home. "I'm sorry," he said. "I should have checked sooner." "How much?" I asked. "Originally $3,400,000. With interest, over $5 million now." I cried then. Not for the money. For the years I'd struggled while they lived off it. The next day, Grandpa's lawyers moved fast. Froze their assets. Sued for theft, fraud, embezzlement. My parents called, begged. We did it for the family. I hung up. The case went public. Headlines. Parents accused of stealing daughter's trust fund. Their friends vanished. Their club memberships canceled. Their world crumbled. Grandpa testified. Showed records. They settled. Returned what was left. $2.8 million. Paid restitution. Another $2 million. I got it all. But more than money, I got truth. Grandpa moved in with me. Not to the mansion. To my apartment. We ate takeout on the floor. Laughed. Talked. Really talked. "You were always my favorite," he said. I smiled. "I know." Madison came over. We celebrated. No chandeliers. Just us. Real. A month later, I bought a place in Pacific Heights. View of the bay. Grandpa's room with sunlight. Madison moved in too. Family by choice. My parents? Broke. Divorced. Karen took what she could. Shannon blamed me. I didn't care. Their empire gone. Mine just starting. Grandpa and I walked the bridge one morning. Fog lifting. "You did good," he said. "We did," I replied. That night, I dreamed of my mother. She smiled. Proud. When I woke, the sun was rising. New day. New life. Mine. If you've ever been betrayed by the people you trusted most, remember this. You can still start over, stronger than before. And if stories like mine hit close to home, stay with me. The next one might sound uncomfortably familiar. Hit subscribe and don't look back.